Get ready for the Squawking Eagles Podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to the Squawking Eagles Podcast. This is the post-game show where the Philadelphia Eagles narrowly defeated the Dallas Cowboys 28-23, improving their record to 8-1, where the Cowboys dropped to 5-3. In-game reaction is going to be a roller coaster of emotion. Miguel, Mark, and myself, just what a game. I just can't describe how happy I am that the Eagles are the victors of this game. Thanks for listening, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, it's game time. After going through and listening to a lot of the radio this morning and the broadcasts about the game, this game to me has become a must-win game now. I think this is going to dictate who wins the division and really who does represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. I didn't have that feeling when we recorded on Thursday for the pregame podcast, but now that it's game day, I feel an urgency that this is a must-win, and I really want the Eagles to win this game.
Well, Dallas starts off with the ball, and the battle for the NFC has begun. Dallas with a 3-and-out to start the game. Defense getting pressure right up the middle like I expected it to. First defensive stand, A+. Let's see what our offense does now. Tush push in the first opening drive. What a call by Sirianni. They get it. Eagles continuing to march downfield. Let's see what they do with this new set of downs.
What a drive by the Eagles, going for it twice on fourth down, and then Kenny Gainwell scoring the touchdown. It's like you can't script this, that he gets the ball and scores the Eagles' first touchdown on this first drive of the game. Unbelievable. What a drive.
Eagles drive all the way down the field after the brotherly shove on the first possession. And to Mike and Mark's disappointment, Kenny Gainwell runs a 15-yard sweep to the right to get into the end zone, dives about 3 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. Let's go, Birds. Eagles up 7-0.
Sorry, I'm a little delayed because I was watching the game, just being a celebratory Eagles fan, because, we stopped the Cowboys 3-and-out, and then we had a great starting drive, went for it on fourth down twice, and then the moment Gainwell came in, I criticized him, and he got the ball and scored a touchdown, so let's go Eagles.
Well, Dallas converts their own 4th-and-1 and drive down the field. And Dak passes for a touchdown. 7-7 tie. This is going to be a slobber knocker. This is going to be the heavyweight bout that I told everybody was going to be on Thursday. Here we go.
Okay, the Cowboys answer with a touchdown, going on fourth down, getting a big play. Eli Ricks slipping and losing the coverage on CeeDee Lamb. Let's step up next series against that offense and make a stop. Let's go.
Well, that was a weird series. A couple odd plays here and there. Defensively, we just got a little unlucky. A couple little slip-ups. Rick's got to pay a little better attention on that double play. But we'll get it right back. Shove it down their throats like the commenters like to talk about. Go Birds!
Well, on the Eagles' second possession, forced to punt. A sack allowed by Lane Johnson. Forced the Eagles to punt as they injured Turpin as he returned the ball. Let's see what the defense does to adjust from the bad series the first time out.
Drives like this, I want to see from the quarterback's perspective, because the amount of time that Hurts is holding the ball and not making a play is mind-boggling. I cannot imagine that Dallas has coverage that is this strong, and I feel like he's being a bit too picky or a bit too slow on his reads. We need to make some changes here, boys. Quick plays, quick movement. This offense can make it. We had a great run again with Swift. It's crazy how we run the ball. A nice little 8-yard gain with the run, and then we don't run the ball. Because, running the ball is too good and too easy, and it's almost like we're good at it. So we stop doing it because, running the ball gets you to win. So Ferguson runs in and grabs Dean and pushes Dean around him, is holding him, and yet we get called for pass interference. Love this game.
Well, Cowboys drive down the field, take the lead with a touchdown to Turpin. 14-7 Eagles. 14-7 Cowboys.
They're lucky. I thought that ball hit the ground, but whatever, hand under the ball. I didn't see that. I thought it was not a catch. Cowboys up 14-7. Eagles have to drive down and score here. Gotta keep it even. Gotta wait for a Dak Prescott mistake. You can't go another 3 and out here.
I want to go back and rewatch every game and start doing the math on how our drives go when we don't run the ball first. I don't understand Ryan Johnson and his crayon munching playoff offensive schemes, but they're absolute garbage, and he needs to stop being a moron and run the goddamn ball. It's weird. We started running the ball. Look at that. 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 We ran the ball and we gained yardage. It's like you run the ball and you make people like Micah Parsons, who are pass rushers. As I've mentioned on the podcast, every team's overloaded with pass rushers, and the pass rushers cannot stop the run the way that your big, beefy run stoppers can, which so many teams are lacking. Run the ball.
All right, so they're at commercial break right now. We just had the fumble return like halfway down the field. I'm not going to lie and say it wasn't a fumble. Obviously, you can see the initial fumble, but then Swift, clear as day, recovers the ball while laying down, is down, and the ball gets ripped out of his hands. It's not a fumble. You're crazy. Go Eagles. We got this. Run the ball, score a touchdown. We got this. Go Birds.
What a drive by the Eagles to answer the Cowboys touchdown. Another brotherly shove for a touchdown. Good call on the refs where that was not a fumble on DeAndre Swift. They got it right. Way to go. Now defense needs to step up and stop Dallas right here and give the Eagles ball back. Let's go.
We run the ball. We run the league. Fly, Eagles, fly. Touchdown, Jalen Hurts.
Well, after a controversial fumble by DeAndre Swift, the Eagles get the ball back, and in the red zone, actually score the ball on all those with a brotherly shove. We still get the ball in the end zone. 14-14, tie game. About 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And that's second quarter. About 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Let me get that right.
Congrats, Jalen Hurts, for taking the all-time touchdown records for Eagles quarterbacks. Knowing that you're probably still here for another, I'd hope, 5 to 10 years, you should really set a high bar for the rest of the future players. Continue to play great. Go Birds.
Eagles are lucky to hold Dallas to 3 points there. A lot of drop passes by Pollard and Gallup. They got a little over a minute left to go and drive down and get a field goal themselves. They got 3 timeouts. This is going to be big right here.
Well, after the Eagles hold Dallas's defense to a 51-yard field goal, the Eagles come out, start a drive down the field. Jalen Hurts hits his knee on a helmet and is kind of limping around on the field. Seemingly, he's okay. Let's hope his knee doesn't affect him for the rest of the game. Eagles still trying to drive down before halftime with a little bit over 30 seconds left before. I'm sorry, a little bit under 20 seconds before the end of the half.
So Jalen went into the tunnel early, and looks like he's probably going to get some work done on his knee. It's halftime, 17-14 Cowboys. Eagles defense needs to come out in the second half and make a few stops so the offense can get a lead here. Still looking for some turnovers for Dak and the Cowboys. I'm not seeing it. I need it. I need a turnover next half.
And the Eagles come out of the half firing on all cylinders on offense, marching down the field, getting the ball to Devontae Smith in the left corner in the end zone. Beautiful ball thrown by Hurts. Great catch by Devontae. Eagles go up 21-17. 11 minutes in the third quarter left. Let's go, Birds.
What a drive. Jalen doing Jalen things. And what do? We ran the ball. Ran the ball, deep past the Smith, touchdown. Eagles up 21-17. What does Mark say? Run the ball, run the league. Let's go.
Come out of the halftime, everyone's talking about Jalen Hurts' knees. And what's wrong with Jalen Hurts' knees? You know what Jalen Hurts needs? Jalen Hurts needs more touchdowns. Drive down the field. Great set of runs. Couple scramble drill. A little play there to Swift. Rashad Penny getting some carries. And, of course, Smitty with that tutty. Let's go, Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Let's go, Eagles.
Well, the Eagles defense stops Dallas's first possession of the second half, forced them to punt. Still 21-17, 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Let's see what the offense does. We need them to go down the field and put some points on the board and make this a two-score game. Go Birds.
That was a good hold there by the defense, making Dallas punt. Couple hold penalties, I'll take it. Now, offense, let's see that again. Let's see some running and some scoring.
Hurts just gave the ball to Swift, said, nope, not that way. Redirected him, got the first down. Go Birds.
Touchdown Eagles, A.J. Brown. What a play call by Brian Johnson. I loved that play call. Eagles going up 28-17 right now. Let's go Birds.
And the Eagles take a long drive to field, starting from their own 15-yard line, driving all the way down the field. Unfortunately, lose Goddard in the process with an injured arm. He's back in the locker room at this time. Don't know if he'll be back in the game today, but hopefully he's good. A.J. Brown on a short pass to the left side of the field forces his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Eagles are up 28-17, two-score game.
A.J. Brown, another touchdown. Will he get the 125 yards? We're not sure about that yet, but fly, Eagles, fly. We're beating Dallas. Let's go, Birds.
What a play by Blankenship. That's not a touchdown. That ball was not crossing a plane. His knee was down. That is not a touchdown.
Dak tried to go flying. Cunningham sat him down. He throws the ball for a quote-unquote touchdown, but anyone who's seen this replay knows for a fact this is not a score. Bird shutting them down. Let's go, Eagles.
Right now, we stand at a scoring review. Dallas is driven down the field and is at the goal line. Challenge is of a score by the tight end, but clearly in the review in the replay before the commercial break, his knee was down when he had possession of the ball short of the goal line. So expect that ball to be called back. But wow, that hit by Slay and Cunningham to make Dak spin around like a helicopter, that was great. Glad Dak was okay, but that was a hell of a play. That reminded me of when I think it was Brett Favre that got spun around in the end zone. Or that was a great hit. Well, after the review, the Eagles stop the Cowboys on a fourth down, get the ball on turnover on downs, come out with the brotherly shove to get a little breathing room to get to about the 2.5-yard line. Here we go. Time to end this game. Put your foot on their throat and finish this game now, guys. Well, not good. Eagles end up having to force the punt out of their end zone. Devontae Smith is walking along the sideline with a visible limp, similar to the way Hurts was walking earlier in the game. Very concerning. Good thing we're going into a bye. Hopefully these are just bruises that they can be worked off in rehab during this time off.
Look, obviously we would have liked to see an extended drive there out of our own end zone, but you know what? Brotherly shove gets us a little bit of yardage. Placing goes well as we won. Nice little punt. Gets it back across the 50. Yeah, it's decent field position for them, but our defense can step it up. I believe in them. We got this. We're going to win this. Let's go, Birds. Shove it. Beat it. Destroy them. Let's go.
Well, Dallas drives down the field, thanks a lot into parts by penalties by Eli Ricks. Oh, wow. As I'm recording this message, Dak Prescott does not convert the 2-point conversion. He steps out at the 2-yard line. So it makes it a 28-25 or 28-23 game. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We need to go down and score one more time to put this game away and run a lot of time off this clock.
I'm not sure what those set of calls were. A long pass on 3rd and 3. Why not just run it with Swift and then brotherly shove? Like, I don't understand the play calling.
That was a Brian Johnson coloring. That's hitting them. Whatever. Either way, that was a Brian Johnson coloring book kind of play right there. It's 3rd and 3. Just run the ball. Run the ball. Run the clock. Run the game. Like, what are you guys doing? This is insane. We're trying to win here, aren't we? Go Birds.
Well, Dallas has managed to stop us and get the ball back with 4 minutes left on the clock. Let's see what the defense does to stop this game. BG with the big sack on Big Dak. Knocks him to the ground. Great play by him to force a 2nd and 17 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Still 28-23. Let's go, Birds.
Back-to-back sacks. I was wondering where BG was, and there he is, causing havoc in the fourth quarter. Let's go, Birds.
Back-to-back sacks by the Eagles defense. Let's go, Birds. We're at the 2-minute warning. It's a 3rd and long for the Dallas offense. Let's see what they do. Let's see what the Eagles do to get them off the field and end this game.
Bradbury making a play when it counts. Turnover on downs. Eagles ball. Minute 17 left. Eagles up 28-23.
Bradbury with the big stop on the 4th and 8. Game on the line. Knocks the ball out of Tolbert's hand, whatever number 18 name is. He had some big plays today, but he sit his ass down. Let's go. Time to take victory formation and run the clock. Man, the scary turn of events. Swift runs into a crossing A.J. Brown, forces a fumble. Eagles luckily come up with the ball. Whew. The Eagles are forced to punt, though. 47 seconds left in the game. Let's see how this game closes out. It's going to be a tight one, fellas. Everybody buttholes better pucker up. It's going to be a all right, the Eagles managed to put the ball all the way down to Dallas's own 14-yard line. Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Eagles get called for pass interference by Bradbury, who is currently down on the sidelines with an injured knee. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully there's no
concern for Bradbury
damage as he gets up off the field. He's walking off the field, so that's a great sign. Bad sign. There's 40 seconds left, and the Eagles are at midfield. Like I said, hold your breath, clench your booty cheeks. Here we go. What the factual fuck is going on? Hassan Reddick gets called for roughing the passer call. Now Slay is down on the sideline. The worst. Halloween's over. What's going on with this nightmare happening right now? I don't get it. This is ridiculous. The Dallas Cowboys have gone from their 14-yard line to our 10-yard line in 20 seconds. This is pathetic.
This entire Dallas drive has entirely been penalties. This is insane defense. I don't know what is going on, boys. Get it together. We need like a pick to stop this bleed right now. Let's go.
Now Jalen Carter gets an offside penalty. What the fuck? Oh my lord. My lord, the Eagles get the ball, get the sack on Dak Prescott. The clock runs down. They run a play that Dak has to throw to the back end zone, throws it out. There's 5 seconds left of the play. I gotta watch the next play. Oh my lord! After a fucking mini heart attack, the Eagles hold on to win this game 28-23. Holy shit, I gotta go change my pants now. Good lord, what the actual fuck? So many penalties to end that game. Oh lord.
A lot of people are going to bitch. A lot of people are going to moan. A lot of people are going to talk about how good Dallas looked, how good Dak was. But guess what? Division games are always sloppy. Division games are always messy. Doesn't matter how good you looked. At the end of the game, it matters the W at the end of the game. And that W belongs to the Eagles. Take that L, Dallas. Hold it for another week. Let's go, Birds.
And that will do it for our in-game reactions during the Dallas Cowboys-Philadelphia Eagles game. Like I said, it was a roller coaster of emotion. I'm sure you had a roller coaster of emotions watching the game. So did we. If you want to follow us over on Instagram, it's Squawking Eagles Podcast. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube and on Instagram. On Instagram, you can get special content specifically for subscribers. Go ahead and take a look at that. Also, we will have a bi-week podcast coming out on Saturday. We will review the first 9 weeks of the season, and we will preview the upcoming second half of the season for the Eagles. And then following that, we will see the Eagles Monday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs. Thank you for listening, and go Birds.
The road to victory. Fly, Eagles fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Get on low, get on high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly. On the road to victory. V-A-T-L-E-S Eagles!